let me click start recording so that I could actually record this, and that will be CLG FC episode, I believe this is going to be 94.1. So, Middleton, Mawsonbrook under 21s and Middleton and Overton Sports Reserves under 21s. I'm sorry, not under 21s, just Middleton Overton Sports Reserves. Hemingway for Mawsonbrook under 21s in the fifth to put them up 1-0. They would score twice more through Horgan in the 31st and the 34th to make it 3-0. But then Richmond would put it in his own net after the break to pull one back for Middleton and Overton Sports Reserves. Horgan would complete his hat trick in the 71st. Clements would pull one back again for Middleton and Overton Sports Reserves. But by then it was 4-1, made 4-2, and the game was too far gone. So Mawsonbrook under 21s, one of the promotion favorites at the start of the season, do not win, or do not get promoted, I should say, but they at least win their 10th game of the season at the end and will solidify third place. Ribchester Rovers Reserves and AFC Einsdale, the promotion team versus another team that was in the promotion fight for the entire way. It was Ball in the 35th to get things started for Ribchester Rovers Reserves, but Gordon, 2 minutes after the break, had leveled the match, and it will finish all square. They share the points, and we will finish 9 places, or 9 points, I should say, atop the league. So, welcome back to those. I actually don't even know if it's 94.1, the episode, but I'm pretty sure it's 94.1. I could probably even go back over here and listen to myself say, welcome to 94. Yeah, 94. So, season in review, we're the champions, and we paid out 44.5K in bonuses. So, there is that. Uh, but, yeah, let's see. We're going to keep on keeping on here. Where are we at? Union beat uh, Kansas City. That's that. So, do we have the end of season rewards? End of season rewards. Sheamus wins player of the season. Coney Kun is second. Snicky is third. Goal of the season was Coney Kun versus Upton JFC Reserves. And young player of the season, Sheamus, as well. So, stats, Snicky top goal scorer with 14 goals. Sheamus had the highest average rating. Frank and Coney Kun with the most assists, joint most assists with 8. Jack had the highest pass percentage at 91. Sheamus and Kunikun split the Man of the Match awards as well. 4 per piece, and I finished with the most bookings on 6. Nobody got sent off again. So, pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. Uh, anyway, let's keep moving on. So, uh, You know what? Okay. All right. Uh, we're gonna mute this and move on. So, squad planner update coming. We do have the under 18 still. Uh, they've had the scoreboard, I think, broken for. Why am I? I'm not following, right? Am I? I'm not following. I guess because it broke. I mean, because it broke our record, right? That's why it's giving me. But imagine going 16-2 and 0, man. So Earlham, remember they came up with us what 3 times? They came up with us twice, twice maybe. I don't know. But they're back in the promotion. They're from level 20, by the way, and they're going up again to level 6. I want to say this puts them in level 16. This puts them in level 16. So they've won 4 promotions in 5 years. Um, the final league position represents a new record high for us. I mean, this is all like record low number of draws, but then high number of draws and shit like that. It's all kind of pointless. Um, we did average 126 fans, which is a league record. I don't think it's a club record for a season. Sheamus set the new average rating. George Green for the division. George Green was previously at 7.39, so that's good. Sneaky broke the goal scoring record. 13 was the previous, now it's 14, so they own the goal record. Brott set the clean sheet record at 12 out of 20 games. By the way, that's impressive. Earlham Steel broke our record for points in a season. 12 Hills by Bar Hills. Okay, so the previous record was held by Frack. So Bar Hill had 12 assists, and they didn't. They finished third. God, yeah. But here's the supporter profile. The core fans have gone up, and the family fans have gone down a little bit. And we gained 14 followers on social media. Club vision expectations meetings. Very disappointed to develop. Okay, I mean, I don't know what to. I don't know what to tell you. So, do you want automatic promotion to level 14 next season? and none of this is fucking. None of this is fucking. Why are you fucking like this, George? Why, why, why are you fucking like this? I don't want. I mean, this is fine. I get this, even though we're a club, community safe and whatnot. This is fine. I agree. This is bullshit. This is what I want. Um, so I'm gonna have no fucking. You're just a fucking pain in the ass, man. Shave that god awful fucking stash you have. Um, let's see here. There's not a great deal of quality of depth outside the first team. That is true. That is very true. Uh, so they think we need a new attacking midfielder, left winger, and you really think this is the best fucking team, the best 11, and we need a new striker. So I mean, okay. Uh, Parks was out. Oh, hold on. Sorted by the longest spell, right? No, sorted by the miss percentage. Sorry. So Parks missed 1% of the season. Alconikun 1%, Brat 1%, Jack 1%, Frack 2%, myself 3%, Twinkle 3%. Who else? Sheamus 6%, Spaps 10%, and Cookies 13%. Sneaky was the second highest on 28%. End of squad season break. And let's go to our weekly staff meeting. Let's see here. I mean, is he in the under 21s? Like, is Carlos Oliver in the under 21? He's in the under 18s. So we're going to accept Carlos Oliver, right? Individual attacking movement, right? I thought you wanted that attacking movement. Do it. But then Jack and the others, remind me in 1 month. Ben Brindley and Foberster. Foberster we can stop. I guess we can stop individual training, right? Start developing the weaker foot. Crampton's not really got a ton of potential. Williams is okay. Zeverona is definitely too old for the under 18s. But we'll take that suggestion once they finish their season. So, because if they start the year 18, they'll be fine. They're fine to stay for the season. Leagues in focus. Here we go. Leagues in focus. We'll start with MLS. NYCFC at the top by 5 points over Miami. Then it's the Montreal Impact. Nashville SC, Toronto FC, DC United in 6th. New England Revolution 7th. Columbus Crew 8th. My beloved Philadelphia Union are 9th. Atlanta, Charlotte, and Orlando are in the outside by wins. Because you got to remember that's the first tiebreaker for MLS. Cincinnati are outside by a point looking in. In the West, it's the San Jose Earthquakes top. Then it's St. Louis City, LA Galaxy, Real Salt Lake, Minnesota United, Portland Timbers, Austin FC, Seattle Sounders. The Vancouver Whitecaps are the final playoff team. FC Dallas is on the outside looking in by a point with 3 games in hand. Sporting Kansas City at the bottom with 4 points. City drew 3 straight, but then won their last 2. They are top of the league by 2 points. Arsenal had the opportunity to go top, but they bottled it. They had City on 3 straight draws, and Arsenal did a loss and 2 draws. They actually lost a points ground over fucking City, and then they City won and they drew. So Arsenal have pretty much bottled the league. Unless City lose any of their last 4 games, Arsenal bottled the league again. But City do qualify for Europa League. Arsenal there as well. Newcastle is in 3rd, and then it's Liverpool, Man United, and Spurs. Villa on the outside looking in 7th. Chelsea have the Conference League spot from winning the Carabao Cup. They're also in 8th. And then my beloved West Ham have slipped down to 14th at the bottom. Sheffield United are 4 above the drop over Southampton, who haven't won in 5 games. They only have 1 point from their last 5. And then Crystal Palace are 8 adrift. Luton Town are 10 adrift. They have just 4 to play in that league. So Luton Town, another loss, and it'll be enough to send them down. Another loss or Sheffield United win will be enough to send them down. In the Sky Bet Championship, Norwich lead the league by 3 points. They have 2 to play here. Bournemouth are promoted as well. So Norwich and Bournemouth both promoted. Burnley have secured at least a playoff spot. Then it's Ipswich Town, Wolverhampton Wanderers, and Blackburn Rovers. Hull City on the outside by a point looking in. At the bottom, Huddersfield Town 7 clear of the drop with 6 points left on the table. It means Stoke City, Preston North End, and Plymouth Argyle, who are all level on points, are all going down back to League One. So relegation's already sorted with 2 games left to play in the championship. Over in Sky Bet League One, Sheffield Wednesday have already won the league. They're coming back up to the championship. They are 9 clear of Reading. with 2 to play. Reading are only in a promotion spot by 2 goals and a goal difference over Wrexham. And then it is Barnsley, Wigan Athletic, and Peterborough United. It's 3-2 Coco Golf, by the way, over to Matovich right now in the opening set. The scoreboard is bugged for that match. Um, Bolton are 2 points on the outside looking in. At the bottom, Fleetwood Town only a point above the drop. They haven't won in 5, but neither have Blackpool below them. Milton Keynes have racked off 3 wins. They're 3-1-1 in their last 5, so they're only 3 points adrift. Now Shrewsbury are 5 points adrift after 4 straight losses. Grimsby Town are down 15 points adrift with just 2 to play. Down in League 2, Skybet League 2, Stevenage are up. Forest Green are up. Those 2 Forest Green Rovers are coming up to League 1. I know Milk will be happy. Exeter have secured at least a playoff spot. They lead the playoff places by 6 points with 2 to play. So Exeter, a draw for them, or Rochdale fail to win. And that'll be enough to any remaining game, by the way. That'll be enough to see them up to League 1. Rochdale, Newport County, Cheltenham Town, and Barrow are the clubs in the playoff places. Currently, Mansfield Town are on the point on the outside looking in. Vanarama National. Let's go to the league table. Woking did win the league. And then it's Doncaster Rovers, York City, Southend United, AFC Fylde, Solihull Moors, and Oldham, who are going to fight for the second spot in the Football League. Sutton United missing out by a point. They've absolutely fallen apart. AFC Sudbury fell apart quite quickly as well, by the way, because they remember we're fighting for a playoff spot as well. Scunthorpe still not coming up. At the bottom, Hartlepool managed to stave off relegation by goal difference. They won their last game of the season, and they drew the 3 prior to that. That's enough to get him out of relegation. Wealdstone are down on goal difference. Hereford down by 2 points. Bournemouth down by 2 points. Gateshead down by 9. Dagenham and Redbridge and Yeovil City, by the way, they secured their safety by 7 points. They had safety wrapped up with a few games to spare. So then if you go to the playoffs, first round of the playoffs, AFC Fylde will play Solihull Moors. Southend United are going to play Oldham. And so Doncaster Rovers will wait the winner of AFC Fylde and Solihull Moors. York City await the winner of Southend United and Oldham Athletic. So there you have it. The final will be Doncaster Rovers, AFC Fylde, or Solihull Moors versus York City, Southend United, or Oldham Athletic. The league directly above us, Catton United, will go up as champions, 6 points clear in the end over Digmore, who finished 5 points ahead of Southport Ninesdale. So Digmore, the great start to the season, helps them see promotion over the line. They did go 1-4-0 in their last 5, but they still managed to get the job done. At the bottom, Burskoff Dynamo were a point clear of the drop. Spurley Hay were unbeaten in their last 5, but they took 11 games to win their first fixture of the season, and that is not good enough. They will go down by a point. Cherrybrook, only 1 win in their last 5, also see themselves down by 2 points. So that is that. Contract extensions. David Price has been injured. Some scouting, including this guy who's fucking ass, apparently. Yeah, I can just get rid of him. He's 26. He's not going to improve. And here's our stats. We were first in the league in every ranking. Clean sheets, pass percentage ratio, or pass completion ratio, I should say. Average possession, shots on target per game, conceded per game, goals per game, expected goals against per game, and expected goals per game. So we are in great shape. So there is that. Anyway, oh, that's a shame. Caffeine lost to Bayern in the Champions League, bro. Brutal, man. I don't know what the Champions League like, but I do know that winning the Champions League is fucking tough, man. It's fucking tough. So I know that. It's not an easy feat. I've seen so many streamers lose they do so well year after year. Like they win the league year after year after year after year after year after year. They do a Bayern or a Celtic essentially, right? And then they fucking they can't win the Champions League. I am, I think, still in the truckers Discord, and I am no longer trucking. So allow me to step out of that Discord for a second. Um, or just I shouldn't even say a second. Just disconnect from that Discord. So anyway, there is that. Let me move here. Let me go down here, and then I'm. Oh, we're still processing. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. It's really weird. I always like to what do you call it? I always like to use the sun or the natural lighting rather than the artificial lighting in this room to illuminate it. But I feel like there's not enough of it today because it's so overcast outside. I mean, it's so overcast outside. I'm like, man, I don't know if this is enough. Um, in fact, I am actually going to be the old man and look at the weather right now. So let me look at the radar. The radar will tell all. If you don't know what's going to happen, radar is a really good way to look at it. So let me click and select 5 times. Yeah, we're going to get a thunderstorm. But it won't be until around maybe 6:37. And it's quick moving. So we're going to get it around 5:30 and it's going to last to about just before 8. Let me take it down to 1 times, please. So I would say we are getting it around 5:15, a little before, so maybe 5 o'clock. It'll be on and off. So there'll be a period we don't have it, and there'll be a period we have it, and a period we don't have it, and a period we have it. And it looks like the whole cell is actually out of here around 7:45 to 8 o'clock at night. So anyway, it's not terrible. They apply advice. That's fine. Ball control for him. I keep forgetting to look at the Euros, man. I know it's only April. I've got plenty of time, but I'm like, bro, I need to make sure that the Euros are selected for watching. It is 4-3. Coco Golf is still in the lead here in this opening set over the Australian Silmanovic. So I am glad that baseball and softball are coming back for the 2026 Olympics. Like they should have never left. I mean, I understand why they did it because the organization is kind of a little bit. The organization that oversees it is a bit. I think it's something to do with corruption and things like that. But here we go. European Football Championship. Italy, Albania is the first game. And then we'll pick Netherlands, Ukraine might be interesting. Slovenia, Belgium is probably going to be interesting, actually. Most interesting one of the day. And then Cyprus has made it. Well, we got to watch Cyprus, right? England and Greece. Uh, Iceland made it again. Iceland and Turkey. That's a game that both those countries are going to want points from. Same with Austria, Switzerland. Um, Same with this one too. Both of these teams are going to think they can take points away. Italy and Belgium is a dynamite matchup. Well, I shouldn't say dynamite, but Belgium's kind of losing its golden generation by now, if they haven't already. uh, Croatia, Spain, Norway, Netherlands would be good. Um, Portugal, Poland, Slovakia, Hungary, England and Scotland. They're in the same group, bro. Turkey and Austria. We'll do Italy and Slovenia. We'll do Norway and Ukraine maybe on that one. Um, and then this is the final set of group stage matches. We'll do Cyprus and Croatia. Iceland and Austria. And there you go. That'll be the groups done, right? So that's what the top 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and then the third 4 best placed third ranked teams. So should be a good one. Um, we're nowhere near, and I mean nowhere near that. So we're gonna have a bit to go before we get there. The restricted transfer window for the division opens um, on the 9th of June, and that same day we have the Euro starting. But we won't actually know what division we're gonna play in until around the 30th of June, somewhere around there, right? Maybe a week prior to that, but still, that's out. So 1540, Coco Golf has a chance to break here. That's how I feel. So, right. Wow. Cool. I don't know who that was. Who would that have been? Oh, okay. Well, under 20, under 18s, not under 21s. We don't have a league for the under 21s. Oh, that's a good shot from Coco Golf. She's got those points set up for her. Yep, she's broke. 5-3. Golf will serve for the first set. Um, it's Halifax Town under 18s versus Counterlogic under 18s. I don't think we lead. I think we're still like second by a few. I don't actually remember where we're at in the under 18s to be fair, but I think we were second by like 6 points or something like that. So we won the league. We won the under 18s last season on goal difference, literally only on goal difference. And we only won it on the last day of the season. Counterlogic under 18s win with Cunningham. Impressive. It's more than that, actually. We're 3 points clear. Bradford Park do have to play still. Trosseth from the spot in the 19th and again in the 22nd before Hire in the 50th. Pulled one back for FC Halifax under 18s. Stuart Atkins in the 51st. And 30 minutes later in the 81st would give us a 4-1 victory. We are 6 clear with 2 to play. If Bradford Park Ave do not win, Bradford Park Avenue under 18s do not win their next game, it would mean that we would be a point away from winning the under 18s. Otherwise, they could force this to go down to the final day of the season. But if they do win, it would require basically us to win and Bradford Park Ave to draw, or us to draw and Bradford Park Ave to lose in the next game to win. West Ham lose against Liverpool. Philly loses against Minnesota. That's that. We're going to keep on moving on. And Goff has got a 30 love situation here. So Coco Goff is looking really good for this opening set. Here's her service. That was long. So here's her second service. Oh, and Tom Tomalovic just absolutely punted that into the stands. Um, income announced. We've received 240. Okay, cool. New main kit bond sponsorships were 2.3 thousand a year. So there is that. Changes to the stadium ticket prices. We haven't changed the ticket price at all. So there's that. Um, last season we brought in 12.2K in ticket sales. We're only projected 2.99 this time. So scouting budget is 36,000 is the scouting budget. I don't need that much in. Oh my goodness me! I don't think I need that much in the scouting budget either. Let's go to the scouting center, shall we? So the scouting range. The next one up is the surrounding divisions, which is 57.5, right? So if I come here and I do 84 for the budget, that leaves me 230,000 for the transfer budget, and I will say do covers players in level 15 and 16. I might as well. Um, paid via monthly deductions. The cost of most expensive range will be deducted from the scouting budget at the end of the month. If there aren't funds left in the budget to meet the monthly cost, then the club will cease to have a scouting range. That's fine. I want to get up there to the uh, scouting budget. So there is that. So there's that. We're gonna spend that. It's gonna give me a scouting budget of about 27,000 left, right? So um, there is that. And column. Cool. Um, what do we got in here? Training calendar. No, I mean, nothing. Nobody's in training. But the under 18s are still here. They've got 2 games left, to be fair, to the under 18s. So when do they play them? On the 6th and then the weekend after, right? On the 13th. So we actually have about 3 weeks until the end of the under 18 season. So, but our season's done. Our season is 100% done. So there's that. We are not going to do leagues in focus until um, the Prem is done, and then we'll go over obviously League One, League Two, Championship playoffs. We'll finish it. We'll take another look at the National League North playoffs, obviously. Tomanovic is at 30 all, I believe. No, 30-15 here. Goff did serve out that set, so Goff won the opening set 6-4, and or it might be 6-3 actually. She won the opening set. Yeah, 6-3. And then now it's the second set. So um, we got a little bit of a ways. We're not a type to go on vacation again, so we're gonna sim through this and just keep an eye on these leagues as well. We'll still have our weekly staff meetings. They'll be a little bit easier to blow through, I think. So, main point too is we're still watching the Olympics. Of course, we're still on day 3, but we're getting close. We're getting awfully close to the end of day 3. Um, in fact, when I launched this VOD, it's very clearly in the late evening. We're talking like this match started at 6 p.m. local time in Paris on day 3. So the actual day of competition is almost concluded. Um, the clay has just a smidge of light poking through on it, which means the sun is actually almost at stadium level, like the height of the stadium. That's how much it's set. So, offers made. That's because I'm following him And let's have our weekly staff meeting. Liam McKenzie, he's under 18s. That's fine. Steve Williams, I think, is under 18s as well. Yes, that's fine. You can do training for them. We can accept suggestions to remove the training. Mark, ooh. But we'll think about these. So move on. Braden Korf, Gary Smith, Stuart Atkins. Um, they're still young enough to be there. I've got a lot of support from the dressing room. Gareth Webster, 17-year-old. Look at that. And that is that. So, pretty easy weekly staff meeting. They're going to be. I don't have anything to drink in here. I've just noticed that. I finished the 2 waters I had earlier today. And I've had a lot of coffee. But, I had another cup about 2 hours ago. And I had lasagna for lunch, so now I'm like, oh, I'm feeling it because it's lasagna. It's a little bit heavy, but it was left over from dinner last night. So, it's not made specifically for lunch. It's just reheated for lunch. So even then, um, it's just carb heavy. It's a decent drop shot. Golf's gone for the lob. Oh, that's nice. Golf won the opening game. She broke in the opening game. But it will be love 15 here for the second game. That's nice. So, what do we got? We have football, Spain, Nigeria next. Then it will be beach volleyball, Brazil versus Austria. Then it will be women's football, Austria versus Zambia. So that's the third VOD after this one. So I got this one, then women's football, Spain, Nigeria, and then uh, men's beach volleyball, and then women's football, Australia versus, Zambia. So I could have sworn I've seen Zambia play already. Uh, Football, right? We're looking at football, right? Well, this is going to be listed. Okay. Wednesday the 24th. I could have sworn I saw Zambia play a game already. Did I? Or not Zambia. Sorry. Uh, Nigeria. I'm like, who's Spain play? They played Brazil. That's right. They played Brazil. So, let me get back to the thing because the thing is done. So, yeah, I'm on 728. Okay, cool. Again, not yet on Leagues in Focus. Not quite yet. We only usually do one an episode. This episode's going to be quite long. So we're going to run it again, but we'll wait till the seasons actually conclude. Coco Gauff did win the second game. She outserved. So she's up a break. Third game now. 2-0 for Coco Gauff here, second set. Double fault. Love 15. So Malnjevic is struggling here, to say the least. Maybe getting a little bit tired. I don't know. But that was late. That was really late. It's a really late out call on the serve. J League 1 preview. Okay, cool. You should see the under 16 game, under 16s, under 18s game pop up soon. Because it is on the 6th, so. Love 30. Golf kind of running her around, man. Is there one from today? No, that's yesterday. That's yesterday's notification. So, um, what game is that? For do oh, okay. That's neat. Oh, I guess we had a spammer in the Discord. That's a shame. I hate it when that happens. You have a spammer. I mean, there's a Discord I'm in I really like. Actually, it's very very active. Um, and there's a lot of different channels, and you come in there and you're like, oh, they must have been really talkative last night. And then you click in a few of them, and you're like, oh, they must have gotten a spammer last night, and that's what it was. So, oh wow, Tomanovic just really botched a smash at love 40. So Goff is broke again, and it's 3-love in the second set. Goff up a double break now, serving to go 4-0 up. So, so we are getting through April 29th. Um, June's going to be a bit of a headache because it's going to May 31st into June 1st is going to be annoying because what the window opens. And that is always a long day when the window opens because then clubs start to make deals. They start to put together all their potential transfers and things like that on June 1st. So it's going to have to process all of that. Granted, it is April 29th going into May 1st in 2 days. So we're not quite there. We're a month away. But it's more the fact that the club is going to be in a position, or I should say the game's going to be in a position where all the clubs come out with their transfer offers and whatnot. So, okay, 15 all. Double fault from Golf. So there's the autosave, which means we'll take over on April 30th. Yeah, it actually ticked up over here to Sunday at midnight. And then we'll process to 8 a.m. in the morning and we'll just press enter because there's absolutely nothing going on. So, no, chilled. You are wrong. Mm, I mean, you're not wrong in the facts you said, but it's not. It doesn't make a difference. It doesn't make a bit of difference, guys. So, uh, anyway. Let's see. What do we got here in terms of the news? West Ham drew Leicester and the Union drew Chicago. None of those are good. None of those are great. Leicester are okay. They're a mid-table team, and Chicago is ass. Chicago is always ass. It's not a good. It's not a good draw. It's not a good draw. The top four have secured Champions League, by the way, in England. So Newcastle's going back to the Champions League. Village just bare. I mean, what the fuck has happened to Spurs? They've come on like a hotcake here late. Palace are now down. This is not an official league in focus, by the way. The playoffs are set for the championship. We knew about this already because they were all relegated. The championships are set for League One. There's your relegation. And then Skybet League 2, Exeter do lock up that final promotion spot. And, well, Ultra Champ survived. Doncaster versus Southampton. Is that the actual final? It is. Doncaster Rovers are coming back to the Football League. Look at that. So it's only Southampton now trying to hold on to their Premier League status. They're in 18th. They are they're 5 points adrift and they haven't won in 5. So Sheffield Wednesday need a point. A point will keep Wednesday up. Basically. Well, that's not true, actually. So that's not true. They need to win, or Southampton need to fail to win. So. Dumbass. Ah. Anyway. Oh God, golf's at love 30. Golf just hit a backhand winner on the line too. It's love 40. Golf held, and now could have a triple break lead in the second set. So, I mean, I'm not gonna do. Is he under 18s? Yeah, he is. So I could say do it, do it. Like this is fine because they're under 18s. They're still playing. Wellman pulling off training on Wellman's fine. Uh, he's on a youth contract though, right? And he's on a youth contract for another 2 years. So is it worth? It's worth the contract, but it's not worth it yet. So it's more going to be an evaluation of his talent, in about a year's time. Um, I do need to go on a coaching course, or do need to ask the board to go on a coaching course. That's going to happen at the end of the under 18 season. We'll ask for that. Um, so, and we're also going to ask for improved youth facilities. So, and George is going to be like, we prefer you do the transfer market to fucking, even though he wants me to develop talent. He wants me to buy players and then develop talent. Like, dude. You know what I mean? It's one of these things where it's like you can't have your cake and eat it too. You have to do one or the other. So, Golf did break 5-0 now in the second set. 5-love, second set. So, here we go. 15 all. Yeah. The contract extensions are starting to be thought about in England because their season's ending in 2 weeks. Uh, 10 appearances. Nice. He's made 10 appearances. Okay, this is not even. It's sorted by date. Okay, cool. He's averaged 6.65. So I do remember Chris Foster is going to join us for next season, by the way. Totally forgot about that. But 30-15 now for golf. Here she comes with a second serve. That was really nicely hit by Tomlanovic, but she's not won the point yet. Now she's been driven back to a neutral stance. Oh, that's a good hit from Tom. That's really good. 30 all. Um, Fucking, there's a club name called Cockfosters. What the fuck? Uh, he rejected the offer from Cockfosters. Yeah, I don't blame him. Reports say he would be a C plus signing, and what are his attributes aren't good. His physical needs a lot of work. Like finishing is great as a striker for this level. First touch is okay. Hitting is okay. All of this is okay. Physical needs a lot of work. Um, I can't unfollow him, right? I have to remove him from the list, don't I? I have to um, remove from shortlist, yes. And then that actually unfollows him, right? Yep. Okay, cool. So 40-30. Golf has match point. Here we go. And that is it. 6-0 in the second set. 6-3, 6-love. All right, we're moving on. We are into the Bradford under 18s, Counter Logic under 18s next, May 6th. And then we've got one a week after on May 13th. So um, Parks resumes full training. There is no training. There is essentially no training, um, but it's fine. We have the Bradford Park Avenue under 18. This is they're the ones in second. Fuck, this is actually a title decider in the under 18s. I just realized that. This is a title decider in our under 18s league because it's first versus second. So if they win, I think they're 2 points back. Uh, and if we win, then it's over. So this is a title decider in the under 18s. Um, lovely stuff. You can apply the advice, but he's going to be on. He's going to be on. What do you call it? Soon. Young impresses on injury comeback for Logic FC under 18s. Oh, they had double injury. That sucks. Tom Ellis in the 31st. Tricep in the first minute of added time. And it means it's 2-0 from the faithful wall, and we will win the league by a minimum of 6 points. We're 9 clear now over Bradford Park Ave. Second year in a row that we have won the under 18s. Ben Weatherstone has made 11 appearances, 5 additional from the bench, and he has scored 14 goals in those 16 appearances and 3 assists. He's the highest rated player right now in the under 18s for us. Connor Cunningham has also done pretty well. 22 games, 18 goals, 3 assists. Tom Ellis, man, 20 assists in his 33 games, along with 6 goals. He's got a 7.45. But the under 18s have won. They're champions. So that is the end of that. Coco Gaunt. We are moving on to the football. We've got Spain and Nigeria. Then we got men's water polo, and then we got the Australia-Zambia game. So as of right now, you could say I'm about 3 hours away from Australia and Zambia. Um, I'm going to try and get there a little bit quicker by skipping ahead, like through the national anthems and the football and things like that. I'll skip through, obviously, halftime. But Whew. All right. Spain and Nigeria is underway here. I do have to step away in a little bit. What time is it? 3 o'clock? About an hour. So I can get done what I need to get done upstairs that I prepped for yesterday. Colorado beat the Union. That's in the U.S. Open Cup. West Ham beat Brighton, and the Union beat the New York Red Bulls. So leagues in focus. City are 2 points clear. City actually had a chance. Or Arsenal's just thrown it away, man. Honestly, this is it's getting ridiculous, man. They drew Newcastle. Okay, fine. Then they lost to Everton, who's in 15th. They beat Man United, and then they drew Spurs. So, I mean, the loss to Everton basically ended their title fight. I mean, these guys lost to Spurs and drew Man United. So, but I mean, it's going to be City all day. Um, Villa have climbed above Manchester United, by the way, because they haven't won in 5. Um, so you have that. Southampton, they won. They've actually unbeaten in their last 4. And Sheffield United only have 1 win. So I'd rather Southampton stay up, but honestly, can we relegate both? Can we relegate all 3? Forest, Southampton. Can we relegate all 4? Everton, Forest, Sheffield United, and Southampton. Just get them out, man. Just get them out. Sky Bet Championship, the playoffs. Blackburn, Burnley, Wolves, and Ipswich. League One, the playoffs. By the way, no playoffs. Semifinal. Barnsley over Bolton, 3-2 on aggregate. And Wrexham over Peterborough United, 3-2 on aggregate. Really, it was 0-0 the first game, the first leg, if you would. So now they've got the final, and that's Wrexham and Barnsley to decide who goes up. Cheltenham beat Barrow 2-1 on aggregate. Rochdale 2-1 on aggregate over Newport County. So Cheltenham Town Rochdale for the Sky Bet League 2 playoffs. Doncaster, let's actually look at the Vanarama National playoffs, by the way. Let's actually look at them. So we had, let me move back here. So you had Southend beat Oldham, right? Yep, Southend beat Oldham, Athletic 1-0. AFC fouled in extra time, beat Solihull Moors 2-1. Southend then beat York 2-0. York City 2-0. Doncaster Rovers beat AFC fouled 2-1. And then Doncaster beats the Doncaster Rovers beat Southend United 2-0. So Doncaster is coming back to the Football League along with Woking. Um, and that's where you've got Southampton trying to hold on, Villa trying to shore up Europe. Uh, Spurs are pretty much there. They need a point. Even if they don't, say they lose and they win, if they're both 1-0s, they'll hold on to it. They'll hold on to Europe. So that goal difference is not a lot, though. I mean, they need to keep the form up if they want. They just need a point. A point gets them over the line. Tottenham. Man, you fail to win, or Tottenham draw, or win, and it's over. Southampton need to win, and Sheffield United need to draw or lose because that would put them both on 36. Southampton has the better goal difference. So West Ham are safe by 10. Forest are safe by 7. So it's literally just down to Sheffield United, Southampton. So right. I mean, you, you can remind me in a month, please, and that's fine. And move on, move on, move on, move on, move on, move on. move on. So we do have one game left. So in the under 18s league. So after the 13th, I'll basically tell them, hey, I want a national B license. Okay, nothing new. Well, a little bit new. Burnley's beat Blackburn in the first leg, but really nothing new. Scouting, recruitment focus, we're gone. All right, cool. Right. Well, I forgot to look at the note, but it is what it is. I'm trying to come up with the final sentence for this tweet. I'm like, I don't even know. Uh, right. Still 0-0 in the Spain-Nigeria game. They just started the 9th minute. So, that should be a semicolon. Uh, cool. Uh, Cunningham shines as Young finds fitness. So, did we lose our last game? No, we did win. Okay, good. Always want to win the last game of the season, especially if you're champions. I think that's the main thing. Colin Cunningham in the opening minute before triceps on the spot. And then Aikens in the 38th. 3-0 at the half. That's how it would finish. And we win over Leamington under 18s, who were decent side, 9th, 12 wins. We have 21 wins out of 34 games in the under 18s. No Oldham athletic level. They were unreal that first year. But we do win the under 18s. And so there we go. We are, that is the actual season done and dusted now. So they got a pretty good crowd here for Spain, Nigeria, actually, for the women's match. I think this is the second group stage match for both of them. Okay. Let me get to Monday, the 15th, and then let me. I think she was offsides. I think she was offsides. Yeah, she's offsides. The flag's up. So, it looked like it was a smart idea, but ooh, she actually was kind of barely offsides too. That actually was almost a really nice play. Union drew DC, and that's kind of that. So it is Sunday. We're gonna get the Monday, and then we're going to get to the board and ask them for youth facilities and the coaching badge. We'll start with the coaching badge. So I don't know, like I'm gonna fucking hate this with the board, aren't I? I really am. I'm probably gonna manually save once we get to Monday. Well, it is Monday. It's Monday, so I'm gonna manually save, and then I'm gonna ask the board for the shit I want. So right there we go. They're going on holiday until preseason begins. Staff meeting. Move on. Stop. Move on. Move on. Move on. Move on. Move on. Move on. Just move on. So let me manually save. Right. Oh, is it D7's birthday today? Hey, it's D7's birthday today. Happy birthday, D7. That's nice. Happy birthday, D7. Um, right. Board. I guess I go down here, right? Club Vision. Make board requests. Staff. Uh, uh, personal. It's under personal. Start a coaching course. Yes. The board will get back to me, and they'll say probably no, because George is a dick. He's like, I'm worried about you going elsewhere. I've been here for 5 fucking seasons, George. Hey, he didn't. He said yes. Oh, thank God. Fuck's sake. It's going to take 4 months. So, June, July, August, September. So, and the cost is only 600 pounds. I should have manually saved. Let me save again because he said yes. So let me save again, right? So I might as well, right now that the board's given me the approval to go for the, or at least my manager the approval to go for the the fuck you call it, the license. I can't even remember what it's called. All right. So now I'm going to target the 22nd and say, can we please improve the youth recruitment? I think I'm going to go for the youth recruitment. And the only reason I say that is because we want to get to a point where we're not generating level 20, level 19, level 18 talent anymore. Boreham would have offered me a job interview. Uh, Decline. I'm sorry. I'm going to decline. So I'm going to decline the question. So I don't want to do this every fucking time, but Boreham would. The offers are starting to come in. West Ham lose to Leeds in the end. And A, West Ham to upgrade youth and training facilities. Very nice. 12.7 million pounds. What are their finances like? Is that something you can look at? No, that's ours. I want theirs. I want I want theirs. Is it just secure? Is that what it says? It's just secure. Finances rich. Oh, I'm looking right at it. Their bank balance is 33 million. Their estimated value is 971 million. And they're okay. So they're going to upgrade their youth facilities and their training facilities. So their youth facilities are 3.5 stars. Their training facilities is 3 stars. So they're going to go to 3.5, 4. So, um, can you please do the list? I always tell you to do the list. I want the list. Just give me the list every time, please. Because now I can go down and multiply select like this and say they're not good enough. So that's the whole intention. It's a foul. Nigeria's going to have a free kick in the defensive third. So it is 0-0 still. We are about a quarter of an hour into the match. A little over a quarter of an hour into the match. So, recruitment, no, I'm not changing squad. Agreed upon playing time. So, you guys be careful there. That would have been dangerous. Spain on the attack. That cross goes nowhere. This is the recent World Cup winners from literally 6 months prior, maybe longer, maybe like 9 months prior. But still, the World Cup winners being held to a 0-0 draw right now in the just started 18th minute. That is a bad pass. But Spain have done well to keep that. Um, Sub, bro? Ivan, homie. What's good? Oh, God, that was a wicked cross. That is absolutely wicked cross. So, but it didn't go anywhere. What's up, Ivan, homie? How you doing, man? Hope you've been well. So, how you been? You haven't been here in a long ass time, man. You've been here. It's been 2.5 years since you've been in here, bro. I hope you've been well. So, hope life's treating you well. Oh, come on now. I said it. Oh, they kept that in. Spain's kept that in actually. So, okay. I was gonna say they almost passed it into a fucking a wedge. I was gonna like a Spain just oh god, but no, they've kept it. Good ball. They needed to switch. It's a good switch. Here we go. Man, I don't need any more coffee in me, but lasagna's kicking my butt. Yeah, that's the point. She's like, "Where's the drop deep?" Um, you always want to drop deep on something, you know. If there's no passing avenue and you have your three on the back line and the line's high, you want one of them to drop deep for the ball, create that triangle, and you can go somewhere. Why is the uh, I can't stand American sports when it comes to this topic of markets and things like that. Like, oh, they want LA versus Boston because it's a great market, things like that. No, it's not. You know, it's not. Let me refresh real quick. Right. Yes. Thank you. Yeah, I've lived through it, man. Twinkle resumes full training. Southend signs Scott Smith from He's from Morecambe, right? Yeah. And decided to cash in on Smith, doing to have a year left on just over a year. Okay. So the contingent may rise to almost double. Former Arsenal man has expressed his determination to. Well, yeah. Smith is 22. You still got a lot of time to develop. Uh, I think Southend lost the final, so they're still in the Vanarama National. Yeah, they're going to be. They're going to be in the. They're going to be in the Vanarama next year, right? Yeah, they did lose the final, so they're going to be in the Vanarama next year. So it's still be for a 22-year-old. It wouldn't be bad. Ooh, it's not a bad shot from the Nigerian. I'll tell you what, tight angle. She had a good look at it, or good go at it, I should say. But it's still 0-0. So I didn't update the command. Whoops. Whoops. We're no longer into women's tennis. We are in Spain and Nigeria. And this is now the women's football. There we go. Day to day. Keep on moving on because training's done. We do have the. Oh, I needed to. Is it Monday? It is Monday, the 22nd. Good. So I'm now going to ask the board. Let me save. Right? Because we're about to ask the board for more assistance, essentially. Well, I shouldn't say it's more assistance, but we're going to ask the board. We're going to make another request, essentially. Let me put it that way. We're going to make another request. So, and that's going to be for the youth facilities. Um, and yeah, nice. Ah. And weekly staff meeting. Do I need to, like, let's just go through it. There. That's not too hard. Oh my god. The pulse back. That's a. I thought she was pointing at for the penalty, but Tori Penza just said, no, the ball's in the keeper's hands. Like, that went out, actually. That should have been a goal. Well, maybe that should have been a corner, but that actually looked like the whole of the ball went over the goal line. So, but they didn't call it. And to be fair, the assistant's on the other side of the goal. So we're on the north side of the goal, and the assistant's on the south. That's like, or the far side of the north, or the far side and the near, and the assistant's on the near side, and the ball went out on the far side. So it's so hard to see that through the net. Um, at least for them it would be. For any assistant ref it would be, but um, ah, that's a pretty heavy foul. Oh yeah. Oh my God, yeah. So she knows what she's doing with that foul. Transfer saga. Why do I get this? Oh, because apparently we're rumored to sign him. I was like, who is this guy? I've never heard of this guy before in my life. All right, anyway. I forgot to make the request to the board. Ah! I totally forgot the whole purpose of what we were going to do. I forgot to do. So I'll do it here on Monday the 29th. And we'll see if we can get it improved by the start of next season, right? Um, West Ham drew 1-1. Let's do leagues in focus because the league's done. Arsenal didn't bottle the league. They won it on the last day of the season. I don't believe it. Arsenal have won it on the last day of the season. City lost to Liverpool on the last day of the season, and Arsenal beat Sunderland, and they won. How the fuck did Leicester get in the Champions League? Were they in Europa? They were in Europa. Leicester won the Europa League over Chelsea. Over Chelsea. Ah! What is this? What is this? What is this? Okay. If this isn't, and Sheffield United went down. Southampton went unbeaten in the final five, final six even. I think final six, and they did enough to stay. No, final five, and they did enough to stay. Oh my God! Literally the great escape. 9 points from their last 15, and uh, 9 points from their last 15 available, and that was enough to keep them up. That's a crazy end of the Prem. That's a crazy end of the Prem. Villa got Europa League um, because because Leicester won the Europa League. It means that fifth is not going to get the extra Champions League spot. It's only going to be Europa League. Uh, Southampton, 9 from 15 in their last 5. Who did Sunderland lose? I mean, Sheffield United draw to. They drew Palace. Oh my, who were already relegated. And Southampton beat Brentford, who were in 9th. So that's a crazy end. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. There was a chance had Chelsea won, had Chelsea actually won, right, over Leicester, they would have gotten Champions League. Spurs still would have had Europa League no matter what. But it would have meant that Brentford would have gotten the Conference League spot, and you would have been looking at a Prem table with the top 9 going to Europe. Now, 9 of the 20 are still going to Europe, but that's a crazy end. Burnley, oh fuck's sake, Burnley 2-0 over Wolves. Burnley's coming back up. I'd rather take Wolves, man. Barnsley beat Wrexham. They're going up to the championship. Cheltenham Town over Rochdale to send them up to League One. Now we move on. Anyway. Let me see. Still 0-0. Nigeria had the ball 36th minute. I have a feeling this might go 0-0 to half. There's not actually been a lot of good. Like, I actually don't enjoy watching Nigeria. This Nigerian team play. Oh, that's actually a really good counter. That's a very good ball over the top. Hang on. It's a poor touch. That is a pen. It looked like a pen. In real time, it looked like a pen. Now, an alternative angle might show a dive. But if there's any contact on the heels, that's going to be a pen and should be a pen. 100%. They haven't shown the replay yet because the ball's still live. But so Nigeria's really good in the counterattack. They're fun to watch when they can play a counterattacking style. It's almost like a homage to the old Senegalese style, right? From like France '96 or Korea Japan 2002. I mean, like it's a fun style to watch, right? You love a good counterattack. There's a lot of beauty in them, right? Oh, that's a bit of a beefy challenge. Yeah, that's a bit of a beefy challenge. Um, but the the problem I have is they play an extremely overly defensive product or defensive style of football, right? Like it is literally 9, 10 women behind the ball and then try to break. And when you get it into when you play that style of football, it's very dull because it usually stifles attacks too. Hold on, they're showing the replay. Oh, that's painful. Yeah, I can see that's why the foul was called. But this is the counter. I mean, it's 100% yellow. Yeah, this is the counter. Did she get any contact on her? No, she went down too. No, no, that's not a pen. She goes down. She goes down. Wait. There's barely any contact. There's no contact on the legs. It's literally just the arm out, and she goes down. I mean, that's well, that's wow, ambitious at best. Liam Lawrence has drawn interest. Apparently, he's on a professional, right? He's not. Yeah, he's on a professional, man. It is ending. Is it? It's not worth re-signing him. So weekly staff meeting. Bum, ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. It is Monday, so let me save. Let's go to the board. Let's. I don't really know what the fuck the difference is. I want to do the recruitment level, right? Improve youth recruitment. But part of me thinks the youth facilities is what you would want, right? I don't know. Like somebody has to tell me the difference really between what is youth recruitment, youth facilities, and youth level. Like what is the what I understand junior coaching, right? It's the level of the coaching the academy kids get, right? I understand that. But like the quality of the youth that you recruit, is that youth recruitment? Is that youth level? Like that's my point. What is going to take me from bringing in E and F and D rated players to C and B's and A's? You know, that's what I want to know, and that's what I don't understand in FM. And I have like, if I'm going to get the board to actually go along, is it going to have to be the junior? It's not going to be the junior coaching. I am going to need to eventually up that, obviously. But like, is it going to be the youth recruitment? Is it going to be? Is that just the number of youth that come through? Is the youth facilities how they train when they're young? Is the youth level the quality? Like, you know what I mean? I don't know what the difference is. And that is what actually kills me. So networking, I'm going to go with facilities, increase the youth level. So, and the board are probably going to say no, but uh, they might not have enough money, to be fair. I mean, we only have about 2 million in the bank, so it's not like we're rich. Not when that votes third party. Okay, they haven't got back to me just yet. We believe the current operates a level sufficient enough to develop a good enough standard of quality player. I would like the club to consider pushing the academy to the next attainable level so as to help our youngsters achieve their real potential. Well, in the future standard. Request granted! Yeah! Okay. God bless you, George. You've actually given. Thank fucking God. It's going to cost. You were going to be. Okay. November 2028. So we've got 5 months. Thank God. They just. Uh, what is it? Insanity. Something insanity. Right? I mean, I've lived for fucking 40 years, mate. I haven't seen the repercussions. Um, Carlos Oliver has a 1-year extension. He wouldn't be bad. Same with Cross. Lacking potential has a 1-year contract extension. That's long rig. We can set him for release. I don't understand why you tell me he's 2.5 stars, and then you say he has significant potential. Like, he's played 17 games and he's got 2 goals. He's an attacking midfielder, and he's got 3 assists. He's not necessarily setting the world on fire. Like, he was great 3 seasons ago. I'm not saying he's bad. I'm not saying he's bad at all. But what I am saying is he's not really what we're looking for. You know what I mean? It's not. I just don't think it's good enough, man. I just don't think it's good enough. I think that at the end of the day, that's what you can say. And you're telling me he's a potentially mid Lancashire, just like potentially, but he has good. No, he's not good enough. So get rid of him. Set for release. The other two is a little bit of a different story. Carlos Oliver is not on a lot. Andy Cross is not on a lot. We could trigger the extension. They're young. They're going to play in the under 18. When is Carlos Oliver's birthday, actually? Uh, September. So he can start in the under 18s. He still qualifies for it. I'll just, I mean, it's only 1 year, so. Now, the youth contracts are something different. We'll find a loan to the system player. You, that's fine. We'll find a loan. That's fine. Offer extension. 1 year. 1 year's fine. The 1 years are fine. The rest, I mean, you're telling me he has significant potential. He's a 2 fucking star, man. Like, Jordan Crampton doesn't have significant potential. His bravery and his aggression are great. The rest, I mean, he's got a 1 dribbling as a defender. Like, you know, he's got a 1 passing as a defender. He has 2 strength. He's only got 6 pace. He's really not great. I mean, that's just me. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like I don't know, man. Uh, so this is the expenses for the youth level and whatnot. We'll drop that to 40. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, thank you. I'll say. Important dates for June. Oh, the Euros are about to start. Cool. That's funny. That is FM Insider just posted a tweet, and I'm like that, or is it FM Insider? FM Inside, and I'm like that's funny. Dude got his facilities level downgraded. He got his uh, expansion to a stadium canceled, but then it just says building new stadium, and he's like, so am I still getting that, or am I not getting that? But uh, we do have the Euros in a week. I can see him just poking over here. So, looking at this, and I say, hey, yeah, 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 yeah. I'll be down to 39. Okay. B. It's B's. It's always B's, isn't it? Yeah. That's. I felt like that's. Are you talking about the Union? Oh, I know. I meant to say. I then click that and say delete. Yeah. Okay. 5 days to go until we start the Euros. The group stage, I think, lasts 2 weeks, if I remember correctly. Jesus. Talk about stabbing at the ball. Uh, Coraza. Mateo Coraza. Who is actually Philly's? Um, they don't have a manager, right? Uh, do I have to go into? I guess I have to go into Job Center, right? It's where is it? Where's the Job Center? Is it under staff? And then yeah, Job Center. Okay. Um, and then look at apparently Cape Verde. You want to manage Cape Verde World Cup African qualifying section? They're 1-1-1. Oh, here it is. It's at the top. Sporting Kansas City is with Mateo Carranza is the leading cabinet is the leading candidate. Um, where's the social feed where they sacked him? Is it this guy? So don't they give you like who is touted for? Okay, Philly and search of manager it should be here. So Mateo Carranza was the first candidate, right? Italian is at Vancouver. The second was Neil Sharp in Scotland. The third is David Sagafi in who's American, so Nashville and Austin. Um, but where did Vancouver finish? 12th. Where did Nashville finish? 10th. And where did Austin finish? They were like 6th, aren't they? 8th. So, oh, Spain. I think that's going to count. Let's see this. Is the flag up? The flag's up. No, it's down. It's a goal. Spain have scored. So really, the Union are not barking up a big tree. They're not looking for a big manager, man. Which is sounds very typical of Ray Sugarman. It does. So, damn. Oh, okay. Training schedule. Let's see here. Nothing. We are 5 days away. We're going to move over 4 days away from, well, 4 or 5, from the start of the Euros. I think that's a good. I think that's a good point to stop the episode here. Uh, is that our Roy Cox, right? Yeah. He's on a full-time contract, but it's up in literally 30 days, and he is, or less than 30 days. He's not got the potential. So weekly staff meeting, attend meeting. We're gonna just click move on. Oh, the goal's offsides. They just called it back. So 0-0, 0-0. It will remain. It did look like it was potentially offside. So it's not a huge surprise for Matt. Yeah. Well, 4 to go. No, 3 to go. 3 to go until the start of the Euros. I mean, it's been Spain have been the well. I shouldn't say Spain have been the only one attack. That's also potentially offsides. Looked it, but they're called. Yeah, now the flag goes up. That's so late. The flag. That's so late, man. That's true. Uh, God. Let's see. Oh, the Union are 13th, which it's no wonder they sacked the coach. Uh, Cameron Omos, Alex Lombard, Gary Smith all turned professional. Uh, that's basically it. Um, the transfer window is open, so for the main leagues in Europe, ours opens in 3 days, 2 days, 2 days it opens. So, and again, we won't know what division we're going up to until maybe even August 1st. In all honesty, um, so man, that's another through ball. Spain are trying the through balls. It looks good actually, but it's not quite uh, there for them. Keen on signing Korth. Now Korth supposedly doesn't have a lot of potential, but he has been not playing. Okay, fair enough. I thought he was. I thought I remembered his name a few times, but no, apparently not. At least not in the under 18 sense, right? So 1 day away from the uh, start of the Euros. So, oh wow, that was a really close effort on goal. Spain, oh, really close. Right, the Euros, real quick. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 straight get days of the Euros. After which we will probably have, I think they'll break here, and then you'll get Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday for the round of 16, and then they'll probably break, and you'll get Thursday, Friday for the semis, something like that. I do actually just real quick. what did they do? So they did all the group stage, right? So it started on the 14th. It went every day straight through to June 26th, right? June 26th was a Wednesday. And then they did the round of 16 on June 29th. So you had the 2 days off, right? And you got them on the Saturdays when they resumed. So it's going to be the same format. But then the final game was, oh no, group stage games won the 26th. Let me go. Why am I looking it up on the fucking Google and not going to the Wikipedia page, which will have the fucking uh, tournament anyway? The 2024 Euros. So they had the 24th, the 25th, the 26th was the group stage games. And then they did the knockouts, and that was the 29th, which was Saturday, the 30th, which was Sunday, the 1st, which was Monday, and the 2nd, which was Tuesday. And then they came back and did the 5th, July 5th, which was Friday. And then so you get Friday, and then you get Saturday, right? Then they came back on the Tuesday, Wednesday, and they did the semis, and then they did the final on the Sunday. So if we're looking at the schedule, right? This is group. So round of 16 is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then they're going to do the first two semifinals here, or the semifinals here, or the quarterfinals here. No, yeah, the quarterfinals here, and then they'll do the semifinal here and here, and they'll do the final here. So if I go to the Euros, it's not anywhere near there, or in the recents, and I go to schedule. So yeah, the second round is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. The quarterfinal is on Thursday, so it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. So that'll be through the second. Semifinals are on Wednesday, maybe Wednesday and Thursday, but I would imagine both games Wednesday to make it fair for both teams, and then the final one there. So the only reason I go through all that motion is because we want to make sure that um, when our director of football or technical or whomever, right, or the board come in with an offer for preseason, we want to be sure that it's not during the Euros. So if I go here and I go to this is the knock. I got to go back and then come over here and then click over 2028 and then go to the schedule. You don't even have any of the scheduling up, do you? No. So the Euros are being held in the UK and Ireland in Euro 2028, and it's not telling me when the final is. Okay, cool. So we have to just assume. Um, I do want to save the game here, and then we'll get into the Euros. For those of you on YouTube, you've been watching CLG FC episode 70. What the fuck? 94.1. 94.2 will start the Euros, and I hope to see you then. It's a 2-hour video of just getting through the offseason, everything that you know or need, and the news, who's going up, who's going down, just taking care of, just tying up the loose ends at the end of every season, and making our requests to the board, getting our expectations from the board as well. So for those on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care.